Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. If you're stepping into your final year at De La Salle College right now, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're opening up the ultimate playbook for navigating and conquering year 13. Because, let's be real, this isn't just about showing up every day. It's about fully mastering the NCEA Level 3 system, understanding the exact assessment rules, and setting yourself up for the absolute best outcomes possible in 2025. You can think of this as your strategic guide to the most important academic year of your life so far. Okay, let's dive into this. So our school's beautiful 2025 theme is actually let all that you do be done in love, pulled right from 1 Corinthians. It's a brilliant, incredibly warm sentiment that's really going to guide the spirit of the campus this year. But here's a quick reality check for you. While you should absolutely approach your community and your peers with love, achieving your absolute best academically this year also requires a highly strategic, almost ruthless discipline when it comes to your coursework. So, love your neighbor, for sure, but make sure you have a rock-solid game plan for those exams. Here is our agenda for today: unlocking NCEA Level 3, chasing quality over quantity, understanding academic endorsements, navigating deadlines and absences, and keeping your work authentic. Section 1. Unlocking NCEA Level 3, the essential math. 60. That is your magic number. To cross the basic finish line for Level 3, you absolutely must secure 60 credits at Level 3 or above. Now, you also have to make sure you've met the co-requisites, that's your 10 literacy credits and your 10 numeracy credits. But the good news here is you only have to complete those co-requisites once. If you already knocked them out in year 11 or 12, they just carry right over. So 60 is going to be your primary target to grab that certificate. However, if your goal is university entrance, and let's be honest, for a lot of you, it absolutely is, the stakes are definitely a bit higher. Getting into uni requires 3 very specific things. First off, you need that Level 3 certificate we literally just talked about. Second, you need university literacy, which specifically means 5 reading credits and 5 writing credits at Level 2 or higher. And finally, the big one, you need at least 14 credits in 3 approved subjects. You can't just scrape together random credits from a dozen different classes. You really need deep, focused success in at least 3 core areas. Moving on to Section 2, chasing quality over quantity, working smarter. Now, I want you to really think about this comparison. The official handbook explicitly states that 60 merit credits are far more valuable than 130 achieved credits. Seriously, wrap your head around that. When you first start NCEA, your gut instinct is usually to just hoard credits like treasure. You just want to pass every single standard they throw at you. But hoarding achieved credits, that's a fast track to burnout. Universities and future courses are looking for quality. They want to see that you can perform at a high level, not just scrape by at a bare minimum level across a million subjects. So your whole strategy this year has got to shift. Aim for merit and excellence. Choose your battles, balance your workload, focus your energy, and maximize your grades in the standards that actually matter. So how do we actually pull off that high-quality work without totally burning out? Well, the handbook gives us a pretty clear playbook. First things first, you got to get ruthless with your organization. Actually use a diary. Second, set targeted goals. Break down those massive, intimidating assignments into weekly or even daily milestones, so the workload never just totally crushes you. And third, and guys, this is the absolute crucial point, seek help early. Please, don't wait until the night before a deadline to admit you have no idea what's going on with a chemistry concept. Talk to your teachers, your homeroom tutor, or your dean the exact moment you feel yourself slipping. The high performers, they aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who just ask for help early. Section 3. Understanding academic endorsements, gaining recognition. So, when you do focus in on that high-quality work, there are 2 distinct types of academic endorsements you can aim for, which give you official recognition for grinding hard. The first is a certificate endorsement. Basically, if you manage to snag 50 credits at merit or excellence overall, your entire NCEA Level 3 certificate gets endorsed. And let me tell you, that is a massive flex for university applications. Alternatively, you can go for a course endorsement. This recognizes exceptional performance in a single subject. You'd need 14 credits at merit or excellence within 1 school year in that specific subject. But there is a catch you need to keep in mind. Those 14 credits usually have to include at least 3 internal credits and 3 external credits. So you can't just be a superstar at coursework, you've got to prove it in the exams too. Section 4. Navigating deadlines and absences, the non-negotiable rules. Look, life happens. If you're facing an emergency and you know for a fact you're going to miss an assessment, you must follow these 3 steps exactly. Step 1, contact your teacher before the deadline. I literally cannot stress this enough. Reaching out after the fact is way too late. Step 2, you've got to provide a medical certificate or a formal note from your parent explaining exactly why you were absent. Step 3, just understand that the teacher actually doesn't make the final call. The head of faculty is going to review your documentation and they decide if you qualify for an extension or a reassessment. But if you follow this process, the system will work with you.
But hey, here is a massive warning for you. If your absence is unexcused, like deciding to wag or maybe taking a midterm family holiday to Fiji, you will get straight 0 credits for what you missed. There is absolutely no second opportunity, no reassessment, and definitely no extension for holidays or truancy. The rules here are totally non-negotiable.
Now, what if you're there, you do the work, you hand it in, but you feel the grade you got is genuinely unfair? Well, the school has a process for that too. You have the right to appeal, but the clock is ticking fast. You have to speak to your teacher within 5 days, so 1 school week of getting your marked work back. If you still aren't satisfied after that, you use the official appeals form to escalate the whole thing to the principal's nominee, who is essentially the ultimate authority on all NCEA matters at the school. So you definitely have rights, but you have to act quickly to actually exercise them. All right, final stretch. Section 5, keeping your work authentic. Defining the enemy. The handbook does not mince words when it comes to defining the enemy here. Plagiarism. Plagiarism is cheating. And look, in 2025, that doesn't just mean copying a paragraph from Wikipedia or borrowing your mate's essay. The school explicitly defines using AI to generate your work as plagiarism. If you pass off large chunks of internet info, AI-generated text, or a friend's hard work as your own, you are breaching the rules of NCEA. And the consequences, they are swift and they are severe. If you get caught submitting unauthentic work, you will automatically receive a not achieved grade for that standard. There are no do-overs for cheating. Furthermore, the principal's nominee will directly contact your parents to explain the entire investigation. Teachers have so many tools to check for this now. Plagiarism software, keeping your draft work on site, oral questioning. It is simply not worth the risk to your university chances. Just do the work yourself. So, we've covered the exact numbers you need, that crucial shift to quality over quantity, how endorsements work, the strict rules on deadlines, and the absolute necessity of keeping your work authentic. Which really brings us right back to the school's Latin motto, bonum saturmen satar, fight the good fight. Year 13 is a complete battle of time management, focus, and resilience. You now have the playbook in your hands. The only question left is, are you going to let the NCEA system manage you, or are you going to step up and conquer it? The choice is entirely yours.